Rapunzel and the Prince. Once, in a kingdom far away, a kind king and queen named Heinrich and Rosamund lived in a beautiful castle. They had everything they could ever wish for, except for one thing, a child to love. One day, the queen discovered she was to have a baby. But as her time drew near, she grew very ill. All she craved was a special type of rampion, a leafy green that grew in the garden of a wicked enchantress, Mother Gothel. The king, desperate to save his beloved wife, snuck into the enchantress's garden under the cover of night. He gathered a handful of the rampion, but just as he turned to leave, a shadow loomed over him. "Thief!" hissed Mother Gothel. The king pleaded for his wife's life. "You may take all the rampion you wish," Mother Gothel said with a wicked smile, "but in return, you must give me the child when it is born." The king, with a heavy heart, agreed. Soon after, a beautiful baby girl was born. They named her Rapunzel, for the rampion that had saved her mother. But just as they held her for the first time, Mother Gothel appeared and took the baby away, just as the king had promised. Mother Gothel raised Rapunzel in a tall, tall tower with no doors, only one window at the very top. Rapunzel's hair grew as long as a golden river, and it grew and grew until it reached the ground. Every day, Mother Gothel would come to the tower. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," she would call. And Rapunzel would let her long braid fall down, down, down. One day, a kind prince named Peregrine was riding through the forest. He heard a beautiful song floating on the breeze. He followed the sound and found the tower, and a girl singing from the window. The prince watched as the witch called to Rapunzel and climbed her hair. He knew he had to find a way to meet the girl with the beautiful voice. The next day, the prince returned and tried the same. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," he called, just as he had heard the witch do. Rapunzel was surprised, but she let her hair down, and the prince climbed up to her. They talked for hours and fell in love. The prince promised to take her away and make her his wife. They made a plan to escape the tower. But the witch found out. In a fit of rage, she cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair. "You will never see your prince again," she shrieked. The witch cast Rapunzel out into a lonely, dry desert. Then, when the prince came back, the witch tricked him. She told him he would never find Rapunzel, and a great sadness fell over him, as if the light had gone out of his eyes. For many years, the prince wandered, lost and heartbroken. He searched and searched, calling Rapunzel's name. One day, he heard a familiar song. He followed the sound and found Rapunzel in the desert. When they saw each other, they cried tears of joy. Rapunzel's tears fell on the prince's face, and the light returned to his eyes. He could see again. They returned to his kingdom and lived happily ever after, together at last.
Like and subscribe now and be the part of our Kids Storyland family.